Hello there, fellow hockey fans. I am the hardcore puckhead, and it's about time I start living up to that name and discuss the greatest sport in the entire world, hockey. And the NHL is on its all-star break, so with that, I will be uploading 4 mid-season reports that are division-based, because each division deserves its own spotlight, as fun as they are. And I'll start from east to west, and I will start with the Atlantic Division. I'll start with the Atlantic Division, which is in such a disarray. Il y a quelque chose de pourri à Montreal. Translated means there's something rotten in Montreal. What the hell is going on with the Habs? They started off hot. They did. They started off on a roll. And for some ungodly reason, ever since Carey Price got sidelined, they can't buy a win. They have fallen off. As the song goes, they're free. Dun, 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 free falling. I'm sorry to go there, but they have. I don't know what is wrong with Montreal. They are, everybody's passing them. I think they're in, like, it's between them and Ottawa for like the middle of the pack in the Atlantic Division. It's terrible. It's terrible. Something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be fixed up there soon, because they're really Canada's only hope for a cup. They haven't won a cup since 1993, and that was Montreal. But I don't know what's wrong. Everybody is beating them. And speaking of things we didn't expect, how about the Panthers? Not the Carolina Panthers in football, no. The Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers, who were mostly a joke in hockey, they're in first place in the Atlantic Division. They went on this big winning streak. They went on this big winning streak about a few weeks ago. They think one was a 12 straight. Now they're in first place up in that Atlantic Division. How's this happening? Even with, and I say this with all due respect, an aging Jaromir Jagr and an up and down Roberto Luongo. Honestly, ever since his days in Vancouver, you don't know which Luongo you're gonna get. The one that stops everything cold, or the one that just allows everything to go in. But he's been doing well enough. The team's been gelling, and they find themselves at the top of the Atlantic. There is a realistic chance that Florida could win the division. Whoever thought that would happen? I myself thought it would be Montreal. If not Montreal, I thought it would be Tampa Bay, who went to the final last year. And how about Detroit? Well, Detroit's right there on Florida's heels, so that's no surprise. Detroit in the playoffs seem to go hand in hand. The Red Wings had the longest playoff streak in the NHL. I think it's been, what, 24, 25 years? It's amazing. I think even when the seasons were shut down, they made the playoffs. That's how good they are. But as much as I can't stand them, but yeah, and Boston, the Bruins aren't doing so well either. The Bruins have become a far cry from that team that won the cup in 2011 and made it back there in 2013. They've been falling off. Remember now, the Bruins won the President's Trophy 2 years ago. They won the President's Trophy 2 years ago, and here it is in 2015-2016 season. They're really not living up to standards in the NHL either. It's crazy. There seems to be a changing of the guard in the National Hockey League, but that's only because in the Atlantic Division, I should say, there seems to be a change of guard, but that's only because the division is not good. The division isn't that good. Now, granted, it's not like 2015. It's not like 2015 NFC East bad or 2014 NFC South bad in football. No. Or well, actually, I was gonna say it's not like the old Southeast Division, but it kind of is. I don't know if 100 points is going to win that division, but because I think Florida's Florida's in first place. I think they're in the 60s. All the other first place teams are in the like low to mid 70s, including Washington. But that's a story for another video. What I want to know is, what is going on with Toronto? What is going on with the Maple Leafs? I don't know how they're not kicking ass right now. I don't know how. I've said on Twitter, I've had a Twitter account ever since October 20th, 2012. I have a lot of hockey fans follow me. A lot of Leafs fans follow me. A lot of Leafs fans follow me, including one in particular, at Joker's Profile. Follow him. He's a cool guy. He loves hockey. He's a wrestling fan. He's into the superhero movies, which I am too. Remember, at Joker's Profile. Give him a follow. You'll never regret it. But shout out aside, Leafs fans follow me. I'm an Avalanche fan, but Leafs fans follow me. A couple of them. And I remember back to, what was it, 2013, the shortened 2013 season. The Leafs on a Saturday night, they won the game to get in the playoffs. It was the first playoff appearance since 04. And I remember reading the tweets from Leafs fans. They were so happy. They were so happy. A monkey was off their back. And I looked at this team. They had Phil Kessel back there. Of course, he's in Pittsburgh now. They had Van Riemsdyk and all those players. That was a good team, and they got in. They deserved to get in. And here it is. In the 3 years since, it hasn't gone right for them. It hasn't gone right for them. I hate to say it, but they've become Canada's equivalent of the New York Knicks in sports. They're Murphy's Law. Everything and anything that can go wrong with them has. I don't get it. Even without Phil Kessel, I think this team is still good. I just don't know how the hell they're in last place. I don't know how the hell they're worse than Buffalo. And speaking of Buffalo, I don't know how the hell they're doing so badly. I thought they would be in playoff position. They got Evander Kane and they got Ryan O'Reilly for the Avalanche in a trade. And I learned about this. I thought, damn, they're gonna kick some ass. They're gonna do something. They're not joking around. It's gonna be this uprising in upstate New York because the Bills have gotten better in football, and the Sabres getting players. I thought, wow, they're gonna really do well. They still suck. Even with O'Reilly and Evander Kane, they still suck. I don't know how that is possible. Maybe it's just a bad organization. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna be the second coming of that 98-99 team that reached the final, but I thought they'd be much better than where they are now. I don't understand it. It boggles my mind. Though a lot of things in hockey boggle my mind, but anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on in the Atlantic. The Florida Panthers are in first place. I still can't believe that, and only time will tell if they stay up there, or they fall off but get in anyway as a top 3 team, or they fall off and become a wild card. But I think playoffs are in their future. Division title, well, that's up in the air to me, because you got Detroit and Tampa Bay still strong. Remember, Tampa Bay just went to the finals, so. But in hockey, that doesn't matter. That's the great thing about hockey. You can do real well one season and then fall off the next season. Ask the LA Kings. The LA Kings won the Cup in 2014, missed the playoffs the following year. Anything is possible. Anything. Well, except Edmonton winning the Cup. That would never happen. But yeah, so that's the Atlantic Division. See? A nice, long video about one division. Each division deserves its own spotlight. And that's what I'm going to do. This was about the Atlantic Division, how crazy it is, how topsy-turvy it is, and how in trouble the Habs seem to be in. But I think, here's what I think. I think they'll get out of that hole just enough to get in the playoffs. Wild card at least. Top 3, I don't know. Right now, everything is up in the air, except, unfortunately, the poor fates of the Maple Leafs. I don't see them getting out of this hole they're in. I really don't. It's sad. It's sad. They should be in, but things just keep going wrong for them. But anyway, so that is my midseason report on the Atlantic Division, the manic Atlantic Division. And of course, I didn't mention the Senators much. The Senators, who knows what they'll do. The Senators are kind of up and down too. One day they're good, one day they're not, but they do enough to get in. They did enough to get in last year, so we may see them in the playoffs again this year. We'll never know. Only time will tell. So anyway, that's my report, my mid-season report on the Atlantic Division. My next video will be about the Metropolitan Division and why I'm nearly tearing my hair out seeing at certain things in that division. So keep an eye out for that and stay tuned.